So this is one of our ewes. We went on vacation for a week and had a farm sitter come and look after our sheep, and they did a very bad job. They gave our small flock 50 pounds of corn in a single day, and now our flock is suffering from acidosis. This was 3 days ago. We just got back late last night, and we were told the flock was fine. I checked on them this morning, and we had 2 deaths already. One of the little lambs and one of the pregnant ewes. She would have given birth this week, most likely. And then we have this gal right here who's really not doing well. Our ram is very concerned. The rest of the flock is out in the back pasture. They're acting depressed and lethargic, which are typical signs of acidosis. But not as bad as this gal right here. So I'm drenching with essentially baking soda and water to help combat the acid buildup in her rumen, and then make sure she gets enough water to stay hydrated to help fight this off. It would have been best to do this days ago, at the start. Heck, it would have been best to not give them 50 pounds of grain in a day. They're not grain-fed sheep. They eat pasture primarily. They only get a little bit of corn as a incentive to get them back in a paddock if they've escaped, or to supplement a little bit, usually with other feed when they're nursing. Apparently there was a miscommunication, and now our sheep are dying. So it's a bit of a sad time, and not exactly what you look forward to when you get back from your vacation. The sheep are very sad. They're not doing great. So I'm gonna try to get this gal another dose. Hope she does a little better. There's not much else I can do for besides push fluids and put up. Okay, I'm gonna have to pause it because I can't do it with just one hand. But essentially, you just kind of stick this in her mouth, hold her head up, and squeeze it down. Let's see if I can show you that. That's not gonna work. Up. And then she swallows it and lays back down. Not sure if you got any of that, but that's what I've been doing. I'm gonna give her probably about 11 ounces, 10 ounces of a water with about a teaspoon of sodium bicarbonate in it. And then I'll do it again this evening if she's still alive. And we'll do that every day, probably 3 times a day, until she recovers or doesn't. Sad times.